While 2020 was a battle cry, the fight against racism is far from over, and finding a solution to such an insidious issue is hard. The onus of solving racism shouldn't fall just to black people, but we still take on the cause, including here in Iowa. So join me as I travel across the Hawkeye State to talk to black activists, community leaders, and elected officials to highlight their work and to see if we can answer this question. How do we end racism? Dubuque is Iowa's oldest city and considered by many as one of its most beautiful, but it also has a history of extreme racism.
There's 150 homes here in Dubuque that the abstracts in the house say the house will not be sold to anyone of Negro or Mongolian descent for the next 50 years. This house had that abstract. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
This is Lynn Sutton, a second-generation civil rights activist standing in front of her childhood home and talking about her hometown of Dubuque. Here's how her late mother, Ruby, described the city.
She always said, this isn't down south, this is up south. They just don't have the signs up.
There was a cross burning as recent as the 1990s and a major KKK rally in the 1980s. All 8 Sutton children were raised in Dubuque, but were born out of state, although there are 2 hospitals in the city.
You were black, we had to go across the river.
To give additional context, Lynn is 58 and her youngest sibling is 53.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Not as long as you think.
Couldn't even.
And it was after the civil rights movement at that.
A lot of Lynn's recent activism has centered on addressing housing inequalities in her hometown, which negatively affect residents of color and/or people with lower incomes. Some of the rental properties Lynn and her allies have inspected are beyond repair. They've also run across mold, faulty plumbing, bug or rodent infestations, and other issues. Were there some more houses in this neighborhood that you'd like to check?
Probably the majority of them down this way we filled out inspection reports on. And so they were really taking advantage of them. Because sometimes some of them didn't have anywhere else to go because maybe they didn't have the best rental history or had a criminal background that was sometimes held against them. But once again, they were taking advantage of it.
A 2018 class action lawsuit she helped spearhead forced some negligent landlords to make improvements to their properties, give their tenants lawful leases, and pay their tenants restitution.
In results to that, it has made other landlords like, oh, I better fix this up before they call them because then I'm going to be in trouble. But, you know, it shouldn't have ever gotten to that point.
This video raises questions, and I need for you to be extremely honest in the comments when answering them. And just so you know, I have 4 questions. Number 1, before this video, have you ever heard the name Lynn Sutton? Number 2, how do you feel about being judged? Number 3, who would you like to see me do a video on next? And number 4, what are your thoughts about this video? Please share them in the comments. Now please be honest when answering these questions. Share this video with anyone you deem necessary. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.